Hi, welcome to the Crafts channel. My name's Corinne Brad and I've got a quick project for you to use up some of those pieces of A4 patterned paper that you might have knocking around. They're very simple envelopes with a coordinated liner, and then you can also make little notelets or cards that go with them. Now I've got a stash of patterned papers. What I have found is if you've got prints that are directionless, so they look the same way up on the front as they do on the back. Obviously, if you've got, pictures of fairies, they might be all right on the front. Turn them over, they'll all be upside down. So try and go with something that's decorative, but it doesn't matter which way round it goes. Something like these berries. Doesn't matter which way up they are, they look fine. So we will have a template in the description below for you. I say this is for UK size A4. If you're watching this in the States and you want to do it on 10 by 8 paper, you may need to shrink the template down a little bit before you print it out. And this will make a C6 envelope which will fit an A6 card. So draw around your template onto the reverse of your paper. And grab yourself a pair of glasses so you can actually cut on the line and not just next to the line. In fact, grab yourself a smaller ruler so you can see exactly what you're doing. It doesn't have to be the most precise cutting in the world, because in all honesty, it's the way that you score this piece of paper that decides how well your envelope comes out. And one other thing I am just going to do is where this angle changes, I am just going to put a small pencil mark, which will be a lot easier to see when it comes to scoring it than just a slight tilt in the angle. Round your corners off. And then what you can do is you can either take a ball-ended tool and a ruler to score those lines. If you don't have a ball-ended tool or an old biro, the simplest way of doing it is to put an ordinary ruler up against those two lines. In fact, we'll do it this way round because then I've got less paper to put my hand under. So from that pencil mark down to this definite angle here. And then simply run up against the edge of the ruler with your thumbnail so you can make a nice sharp crease. Oh. Always helps to have fingernails, and I can guarantee to you that about 3 days before I'm due to film, half my fingernails will break off. And this is quite a nice envelope. It's not a traditional envelope in the sense that you fold 4 corners into the middle, but it does mean that you can get a decent sized envelope out of a sheet of A4 paper without too much waste. So this will be your base, this will be your flap. So now what we need to do is just cut a coordinating flap liner. Now, because the flap liner obviously will always be the same way up, you can use a directional print on this. But obviously, if you're using double-sided pattern paper, you won't need to put a liner in there at all. Nope. And then if you glue the top half of your liner, the curved part, but try and leave this panel unglued for a second. I'll show you why. Place the liner inside your envelope, flap, so you've got an equal distance white border all the way round. And if you take that ruler again and re-score or refold the top flap before you then glue down this part, and that way you won't get any wrinkles in the liner, because as you know, if you fold one piece of paper inside another piece of paper, the piece on the inside will always be slightly smaller. So rub it down. And then bearing that in mind, you haven't got the wrinkles on the inside. If you just flip it over, and to alleviate the wrinkles on the outside, just run your thumbnail along that line to make a ridge. Like so. And then that way it will stay open or it will stay closed because you've got enough give there. To complete the envelope, a line of glue down each side of the bottom, fold it up and in, and then to make a coordinating card, A4 sheet, cut in half to make A5, and simply fold it in half to make an A6 blank. And obviously if you've got a handmade card or something, use that. If not, if you're just writing a notelet, pop it inside, seal the flap down with some double-sided tape or a sticker or some washi tape. There you go, nice quick one for you. I hope that's given you a reason to dig out all those pieces of A4 paper that you never thought you were going to use again and turn them into something useful. We will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for watching. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.